everyone, this is Alex and Mary from FitLivingFoodies.com, and we've got a how-to video for you.
Straight out of our new Transforming Recipes Ultra Low Carb Dessert Cookbook. Let us know what you think, snap pictures, and share it on social media with the hashtag Transforming Recipes. Today we're going to make chocolate chip ice cream, and I'm going to show you how to make it without an ice cream maker. Make sure you have all the ingredients ready. You start with 3 egg yolks, 1 cup of half and half, 1 cup of a heavy cream, a little liquid stevia. We used 1 full dropper of the big stevia jar, so otherwise you could use 2 full droppers of the small jar. We're going to add a little vanilla extract, about 1/4 teaspoon, and then we're going to whisk it all together. Then we're going to take a little saran wrap, place it over the top so it's sealed. If you need to put a rubber band around it, you can. And then we're going to pop it in the fridge and chill it for 2 to 3 hours. We're going to take it out of the fridge after it's chilled for about 2 to 3 hours. We're going to transfer it to a freezer-safe container, like a nice Tupperware container, or whatever you have that'll fit inside your freezer. Put that in the freezer for about 30 to 45 minutes. In the meantime, we're gonna make the chocolate for our chocolate chips. It's gonna be equal parts cocoa powder and coconut oil. We use 2 tablespoons of each. If you need to melt the coconut oil beforehand, I suggest doing that. A little vanilla extract and stevia to taste. So if you want it really sweet, you can add a little bit more. We kept it small though. You're gonna whisk it together, give it a nice stir. Make sure you remove any clumps so it's nice and runny. Then when the ice cream is ready to come out, we wanna give it a nice vigorous stir. I used a really firm whisk because if it's a little too floppy, you might bend it while you're trying to stir. You wanna make sure you break up any of the ice crystals along the way, scrape the edges of the container, and just make sure you evenly stir it. Once you've broken up all the ice crystals, we're going to grab the chocolate and just drizzle it over the top, any pattern that you want. Make sure you don't put too big of clumps. We want it to be kind of small pieces so that when you break it up, you get nice pieces of chocolate. We're going to put it back in the freezer for another 30 to 45 minutes. Then we're going to pull it out of the freezer one more time, and we're going to give it another nice vigorous stir with the whisk. It should be a little firmer this time, so just make sure that you really break up those ice crystals to help make sure that the ice cream stays smooth and doesn't get icy. And don't be afraid to break up the chocolate along the way, because that's exactly what we want. Once it's all stirred up, we're going to do one more layer of the chocolate, so just drizzle away. If you want to make a pattern, go for it, but you're going to end up breaking it up anyways. Then we're going to pop it back in the freezer until it's almost ready to go. I would suggest another 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how deep the container that you're using. If it's really deep, it might need to sit in there a little bit longer, so just check on it. Finally, when it's done, we're going to scoop it out and transfer it to a container. We used our old Talenti containers just because they're convenient, and it should fit inside nicely. Otherwise, you can use any Tupperware that has a lid. I definitely suggest using a lid to avoid any ice crystals from forming on the top. And you can either enjoy it right then and there, or you can pop it in the freezer and save it for when you're ready to eat it. We have several more new ice cream flavors in our new Transforming Recipes Ultra Low Carb Dessert book, so check them out and give this technique a try.